Hi, thanks for watching. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Liz and I'm an Emerald coach with Beachbody. Um, I wanted to tell you a little bit about my background and where I come from. So growing up, I was a pretty active kid. In the 80s and 90s, it was not uncommon for kids to get up, eat breakfast, and be out the door. Uh, I grew up in a neighborhood where there was kids, so that was my life. If we weren't in school, we were out running the streets and riding bikes or running up and down or whatever it was. And so I was pretty active until I hit eighth, ninth grade, somewhere around there. I wasn't very athletic, so I tried out for a couple different sports and didn't make the teams, which was pretty crappy. No other way to put it. It sucked. So I got involved in a couple other things that didn't require athleticism, but they didn't keep me as active as being in sports would have done. So I started packing on the pounds around ninth grade, eighth, ninth grade. By the time I graduated, I was 190 pounds. Shortly after, I became pregnant with my daughter, delivered her when I was 20. Right before delivery, I weighed 260. About a week and a half after delivery, I weighed 210. So there was a lot of baby weight there, but I still was gaining weight. Spent many years as a single mom. And in the early years when she was a baby, I definitely suffered from depression and it wasn't treated. I didn't know any better at that time. I just thought, well, this is my life. I'm a single mom. I don't go out. I don't do anything. You put the baby to bed and what do? You grab a snack and watch a movie. So, plus money was tight being a single mom. So the foods that I bought were definitely not the best choices. I didn't grow up eating terrible foods, but I wouldn't say that, we ate the best meals ever. So I didn't know a lot about nutrition either. I had an interest in it. I read a lot of magazines and books, but never really applied anything to my own life. So when I was 24, I went to nursing school. I went to a trade program for 1 year, and very stressful. You basically had few opportunities to pass, and so that was very stressful. And food at that point became a study guide. Every time we got together to study, it was about food. B, convenience foods. What could you grab at the drive-thru on the way to clinicals or on the way home, because you had to go home and study for 3 hours and still feed the kid. So lots of poor choices. And then even after graduating and working in the field, I just continued to make really poor choices, not being active. And there were times that I tried to be. I joined a gym. Actually, I joined like 3 different gyms and wasted my money because I never went. And just kept gaining weight and suffering from depression. And so finally, I wound up at 348 pounds. That's the highest weight I've ever been. And I was asked to be in the Turbo Fire Challenge group a year ago. So I joined that challenge group, and it was different this time. It kind of lit a fire under me, and it made me realize, I am worth it. Being in the challenge group is really what did that for me, because I had Turbo Fire for 2 years before I actually joined a challenge group and didn't do anything with it. So being in that challenge group is really what brought out that inner desire to succeed. And so I've been on my journey for about a year now. It'll be a year right before Thanksgiving. And I am down, I don't even know because I haven't weighed myself recently, but I'm down about 35, 40 pounds, which it's a tough one, because sometimes I think, wow, I should be a lot further along than I am. But other times I think the things that I've gained, the knowledge that I've gained since starting a year ago, knowing about myself and learning that, number one, I'm worth it. I need to put myself first, and that's okay. Um, just the things that I've gained in comparison to the 40 pounds that I've lost. It's not about the number on the scale. It's not about, looking like so and so or any of that stuff. It's really about becoming who I am and learning about who I am and sharing that with other people, and hopefully I can inspire even just one person to get up off the couch and do a workout and realize that they are worth it. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'd love to talk to you. Thanks for watching.